Hello, friends. Jennifer, thank you so much for the donation. Let's pull up your donation here. Just sending some cleansing energy because I feel like today is just a weird day. Jennifer, I did get your donation. Thank you very much. I am ready when you are. Oh, Say, thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate it. I've had a lot of people come through and send their frustration and their love and light to me, and I really appreciate it. It was more like just to vent and also just like warn other readers about this happening because I just don't want other people to learn the hard way the way that I have had to. So I do appreciate it. And again, it's not the majority, it's definitely the minority. Hey, Becca. Hello. So we're not doing free questions right now. This is a continued live stream from earlier. It was cut short unexpectedly, so I'm just back finishing out that live stream. Thank you, Vetus. I'm happy to be here. We have, I think this is Nag Champa, maybe? I'm not sure. I can't remember. Some incense burning. We're cleansing the energy. We're not going to let that shit get us down, right? Oh, actually, it's sandalwood. Sandalwood. So, whatever properties those are, send them my way. Please send them my way. So, first things first, we have a donation from Jennifer. So, we're going to go ahead and get started on that. You know what? Actually, I'm going to. Put this in there. I'm just going to get it off to the side. Hey, Cozy. All right, so what is coming towards Jennifer in love, please? What is coming towards Jennifer in love? Donations are open for those of you who are just joining us. We're not doing a free list at this time. I usually do them, but this is a continued live stream from earlier that I wasn't able to finish. So we're just doing donations right now. What's coming towards Jennifer in love? So Jennifer, the underlying energy is 5 of Cups. So that makes me feel like the underlying feeling that you may be feeling is that fear of missing out or feeling like you're not getting what you're wanting or wishing that you had something that you don't feel you have yet. This can also talk about letting go and feeling lost. So maybe you've given up on a connection that you once had hope for. Now you realize it's probably not for the best. Something along those lines. There's just a general sadness. But again, that's the subconscious. That's the underlying energy. That could be some things that you're feeling underneath the surface right now that is being acknowledged. Ooh. Okay, so the first card I'm getting is that you're going to be going on dates. So I can't remember. You said you have been feeling sad. Oh, I'm so sorry. I do have you going on dates, or you're getting to know someone. That's what's coming towards you in love. That's the first thing I'm feeling. And I do feel like this will level up to a commitment because we have the Two of Cups here. Let's see. I have Cancer, oh my gosh, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy as well within this reading. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in this reading. What's coming towards Jennifer in love? There's also Libra here. What's coming towards Jennifer in love, please? So we have a card that talks about romantic feelings. So I definitely see you communicating with someone, or going on dates or something like that. That's going to stir romantic feelings within you. You're going to be in a phase of getting to know one another. I was dating a Scorpio, no communication, and my ex Aquarius are friends, but I don't want anything with him. Definitely not picking up Aquarius. I almost said it, but then I was like, wait, that's not what I'm, that's not the sign that I'm seeing. It's definitely more the Scorpio situation if I were to guess out of the two of those, but it does feel as though this is someone new. That's the main thing that I'm getting, is that this is someone new. We also have Virgo and Cancer energy as well. Let me get some clarifying cards so I can dig in a little bit deeper here. So with the King of Cups here next to the Desire card, it's kind of, this is how I see it. I see you are the Queen of Staves. No, it doesn't matter what your sign is. You are the Queen of Staves. You're the center of the reading here. And you're looking for someone who's going to commit to you and fulfill your emotional needs, which is the King of Cups. They're going to be someone who makes you feel good, makes you feel safe, makes you feel taken care of. And this is actually what you desire. So the Desire card is here, which is actually the Chariot card, but it's showing me the way in which you want to move forward. You're looking for someone who meets these needs for you. So I asked who the King of Cups was, and it says this is a friend of yours. So this is someone who you're acquaintances with, which is interesting because you said the Aquarius, you're just friends, but you don't want anything with him. So let's just rule that person out. But this person is someone who you're going to get to know on a friendship level first. I really only am seeing one person here, Jennifer. And like I said, I feel like it is someone new. So maybe you actually just take the time to get to know one another. Let's see, where will she meet them? Where will she meet them? Where will she meet them? My alarm just started going off. This is so bizarre. Where will she meet them? The Four of Swords is coming out twice. I think it's a place where you would go to feel serene. I know this sounds like bizarre, but hang with me here. Somewhere where you would go to calm down. We have the Ten of Wands and we have the Five of Swords, which talks about stress, tension, conflict, burdens, things along those lines. And then these other cards came out with it, which talks about where you feel happier, you feel in harmony, you feel joy, you feel relaxed, right? So what I'm thinking is maybe a place you would go to unwind. Spirit, that's a good word. Unwind. So a bar, maybe having a drink, or you might meet them at a smoke shop if you smoke, or you might meet them walking out of getting a massage somewhere, or what else lowers stress, like a yoga class. I hope this is making sense. It's like, it makes me feel like it's a place where you go to unwind, to reduce stress from your life. This could also be like a conflict resolution place. This could be therapy, like a therapist office or counseling. Basically these activities in which you would go to just recharge yourself. So that's what they're giving me. Those are the examples that I got from those cards, but I'm sure there can be some things that's not coming to me right now. Let me get some more information here. What's jumping out at me? Please clarify the Two of Cups. You said you don't plan on meeting anyone online anymore. All right, girl. Well, there you go. Two of Cups. Okay. So this is someone who's going to be ready for a commitment as soon as you meet them. Eight of Cups. Why is Eight of Cups here? I'm kind of getting this sense that they're somebody who, it's almost like they're just getting out of a relationship, and or the relationship that they had prior to meeting you was one in which it was a regretful decision. Like, she cheated on him and he had to break up with her even though he wasn't originally planning on doing that, or she broke up with him and he didn't see it coming. There is a sadness that comes with this separation of the relationship that he had, but he felt like it was something that he needed to do. He needed to walk away from. It's made him stronger. I feel like he has had time to heal from this. I think he's going to be ready for a relationship. Either way, doesn't matter the amount of time that they've been broken up, he's ready for another relationship, is what I'm getting. Hey Joshi, how are you? He's looking for something less stressful, something new that's not as stressful. Like, he really likes the idea of not having stress in his life. The Fool is a new journey next, and it's clarifying the Four of Wands, which is where you go to relax and de-stress. So I feel like he's looking for a situation that is more compatible, like less friction, something that feels a little bit easier. The Seven of Arrows is here, and this talks about someone who felt like they couldn't be themselves, and they're looking to have a more authentic connection. They're done trying to hide parts of themselves and who they are in hopes that people will accept them. Seems like they're honest and truthful. They're actually trying to learn more about their spirituality and their intuition. They're investing more in trusting themselves, their own self, and their inner knowing. And I think they're wanting someone who's on that spiritual journey as well, where they're not really conforming, it seems. He's not interested in conforming to anything but how he truly feels inside. And like I said, I feel like he's a very honest and truthful person. If you want to prepare your next question for me, Jennifer. Yes, I want a spiritual guide that I can relate to and connect with. Yes, I love that. I think that's amazing. I like yoga and going out for walks. It's kind of funny because when I was reading like how you guys would meet, another image that came to my mind is when you're on a run, like going for a run outside. But I didn't say it, and I'm wondering because you're not a runner, but maybe he is. Rising, hey, nice to see you back again. Thank you so much. Let me add you to my list. Oh, you do run. Okay, perfect. Okay, well, there you go. There's your confirmation. I don't know. I kind of bit my tongue about that. I should have said it something. Whoa, did you see the glitch? Did anyone else see the glitch on my screen? That's crazy. Let me check my video quality too, because I feel like sometimes I gotta reset my internet. I've been saying that for like a month now and I haven't done it yet. Let's see. All right, the quality's okay. I think it could be better. Let me refresh really quickly. Aspen says, Luna, are you okay? I saw your post. I am doing okay. I am fine. I just feel like I needed to rant, like go on this like vendor vent situation. I am fine. I am irritated, but I choose not to let it get me down. And I wanted to come back on and kind of like rewrite my story. Like other people don't control me. But I am frustrated. But as I said earlier today, I know it's all going to work out because I was righteous in the situation. I was honest. I'm the one who didn't lie. So I'm feeling like it's all going to work out for me in the end. But I appreciate you checking in on me. Yeah, nothing but positive vibes. But don't worry, if I see that person again, I will be blocking them. And in addition to that, I will be sharing with other readers who they are, so that way they can watch out for this, because I just feel like, people need to be warned. I don't want other people to have to learn from this the hard way. So I will be spreading the word. And even if this person changes like their YouTube name for fear of getting rejected, of like not having a reading done for them, or they create a whole new YouTube account, it's okay, because I still have your PayPal information. So I will block you. You won't be able to get a reading with me. That's how I feel about it. And not only that, but it was like 2 months ago, almost 3 months ago. Some of them were almost 3 months ago. And this person decided to do this now. I think either they forgot what the charges were, and instead of looking into it to be like, oh, hey, yeah, actually, I did get a reading, they just decided to put it as like suspicious activity and say that they didn't make the purchase. Either they just were being like lazy, or they willfully went through and put those disputes in intentionally, which I think might have been what happened, only because I feel like maybe they are having a hard time financially or something like that, and they wanted to go back and see if they could get their money. I don't know, but I gave the receipts. Don't you fret about that. I gave the receipts, and I feel like it's going to work out in my favor. I just won't be able to get that money back until I think they said February 27th, so I have to wait a couple of weeks to get it back. Thank you, Chasma. You said you'll get it back even greater from Spirit. I know it, and you're so right. Okay, so messages from Spirit regarding love for Jennifer, please. You're not going to believe this, Jennifer, but this card literally says stress reduction. So I feel like with that, Spirit's trying to put you in the path of this new person to make sure that you're getting out and doing these activities so that way you can meet them sooner. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule. You need to rest, recharge, and revive. I know, it's so bizarre. Like, when that happens, it's like, holy shit. And this card says easy does it. Easy does it. So your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. At the bottom of the deck, you have spiritual protection. You're being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. One thing that they're showing me is you needing to balance your masculine and feminine energies. So something interesting I learned earlier today, I'm consider just, it's probably because I'm the Gemini, you know, I'm always researching and learning new shit. I just feel like it's important to have trivial information. But I learned that someone said that they link PCOS to spirituality. So if you have a hormone problem, like you have Hashimoto's or hypothyroidism, hypo and hyper, or PCOS or something that has to do with like an imbalance in hormones, it could be a spiritual thing. Because a lot of women that suffer from these hormone issues, it's because they've had to very much be in the masculine. Sumin, no, there's no free list. I'm sorry. They've had to be in their masculine form for a long time. Masculine is action, masculine is giving, masculine is providing. So you kind of have been in this mentality where you're being very masculine, you're having to take care of yourself, you're having to be independent, you're having to worry about finances and who's going to pay the bills and who's going to provide and all this stuff, and who's going to give to the connection. And that's women stepping into their masculine energy, which is fine. But when you're there for way too long, you could start to have physical and health, like residual effects from that. And that can lead to hormone imbalances. And so Spirit is saying that if you've been very much in your masculine energy where you're like, I can take care of myself, I can do this, it's because you probably never felt safe enough to be in your feminine energy or really soften into your feminine energy and fully embrace that side of yourself. So what Spirit is asking is for you to try to tap into that side a little bit more if you can. If you feel you're more masculine, you can do creative projects, you could draw, you do crafting, you could just kind of sit with yourself and with your body, movement, dancing, things like that. If you feel like you're more in the feminine side, then start taking action on some things that you've thought about but haven't actually gotten the ball rolling on it. Just making sure that your masculine and feminine energies are balanced and are aligned. And I actually got a, a divine message the other day that in order to align your chakras, you have to align your masculine and feminine energies, because if you guys know, it starts at the crown and the third eye, and then it works its way down. It's like solar plexus, sacral, root chakra. Root chakra is the masculine side of your body, and the crown and third eye is the feminine side. And so in order for you to align these, then your masculine and feminine also have to be balanced. They go hand in hand. That was a message that I got from Spirit that I've never heard before. So I do feel like it was a divine message that I wanted to share with you. Another thing is that you said you're a homebody person. You do plan on going out more. You do have the socialize or join in card. Make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. And then you also have passion and purpose. Your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on meaningful projects that's dear to your heart. These also are associated with certain crystals. So we have ametrine, sodalite, watermelon tourmaline, rubellite, and sapphire. So if you have any of those crystals, I do recommend using them, keeping them with you, putting them in your pocket, putting them in your bag. If you don't have any crystals and you want to get started, one of these may be a good option for you to get started with. I wanted to pull a couple more cards for you, but I'm trying to figure out which deck I want to use. Any message from Spirit regarding love? Let's pull some romance angels. Let's do that. And then after that, we have Rising. So Rising, you can post whenever you're ready. Messages from Jennifer regarding love. What does she need to know? Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others, which is interesting because it says make healthy and supportive new friendships. Let your friends help you. Maybe these connections will bring this person into your reality experience. What does Jennifer need to know regarding love? Ooh. So you have deception. You have someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So think to all of the connections that you have that you consider love and romance. I'm not considering this for the new person necessarily, but I do feel like there could be someone who has more feelings for you than they're letting on. Maybe this goes from, if this is about the new person, then maybe it goes from like secret admirer and infatuation and interest before it actually leads into something. I do recall seeing you guys would be friends first. But also keep in mind there could be some people still in your energy that you've already had a relationship with, that you've already made some type of connection with, romantically inclined, and they could still be kind of in your energy, and like maybe they haven't really let you go or let the idea of this go, so they could still kind of be around. So just keep that in mind. What else do we have for Jennifer? We have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And I do know you said, or no, what did it say? There was one that said you were being protected. Oh, yes. At the bottom of the deck here, that you have spiritual protection. So divine timing is being worked out right now for you. So we have unrequited love. So this could be the deception card that we have over here. that you are having, or that someone is having feelings for you that you're not having for them. That maybe someone wants something with you that you don't want from them because you're not feeling enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. What else do we have? And lastly, we have give your relationship a chance. So when I feel like when this new person comes in, definitely make sure that you're open to new opportunities, new options, so they can come to you quickly. So that is what I've got for you, Jennifer. Thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed your reading with me. You're welcome. How is James currently feeling? How is James currently feeling about rising at this time? Oh, that's crazy. You'll wake up from your dreams and you'll know if it meant something or if it didn't. So if you feel strongly that that dream meant something, trust yourself. Because I have the most random, most bizarre dreams ever. And I'm like, okay. And then sometimes I'll wake up and I'm like, okay, I need to remember this. I need to write this down. Like there's something important here. How is James currently feeling about rising at this time? How is James currently feeling about rising? How is James currently feeling about rising at this time? Woo! He's on the edge right now. I don't know why I'm hearing I'm on the edge of glory. I think that's a Lady Gaga song if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, he is very close to saying, fuck it. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to reach out to her. He's like right there on the edge because we have new beginnings here. And we have willpower. So willpower is like the Chariot where there's determination. Hey Miriam, I'm just saw your question. I'm sorry. It is $15. You get 2 questions, but that's all I'm doing right now. I do have other live streams where I provide lower price options, but it's not a donation based reading where you pick the amount. I do have a set list of prices. I hope that answers your question. So back to what I was saying is that he has like willpower and determination to start something up with you, start something new with you that he hasn't done so far. We do have boundaries, so I feel like he's just really trying to listen to himself. But the fact that we have new beginnings, willpower, reconciliation, and love, it's almost like those things are overpowering his objection. Like if he felt like, let me fight myself, let me choose the pros and cons, the pros are overweighing and overpowering the cons for him. He sees more positive in starting something up with you than negative, and I think it's overpowering and influencing his decision making right now. He does want to come together with you. Reconciliation is just like, I want to see her again. I remember earlier I felt like I miss her, like I want to see her, I want to be around her. And then he also has like loving thoughts and loving feelings towards you as well. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so I feel like he is feeling compelled to come toward you. Like, I don't feel like he really feels like he has the power to deny himself this. It's almost like, when you have conflicting feelings like within yourself, there's like this inner battle or inner conflict that you feel, and you're kind of trying to weigh your options. Is kind of what I have been sensing that he's doing. With this opposition card, it does make me feel like he is having a power struggle within himself, but the part of himself that wants to move forward and talk to you and pursue you is overpowering anything else. I feel like he desires to have something meaningful. I feel like that's basically his MO at this point, is to find something meaningful where he can feel like an equal and that a well-suited match, where he can give love freely and receive love unconditionally. He is wanting to find value. He's wanting to see the beauty in things. He's wanting to feel more positive about his love life. The house 6 talks about your day to day. So, like your routine, the things that you do when you get up and you go to sleep. I feel like he's wanting something in his habitual life that's more grounded, more stable. He wants to wake up to his lover. He wants to go to sleep with them. He wants to go to the grocery store with them and get some food for the week. He wants to have dinner together. He is in this place where he's looking at you as maybe that potential person, and he's tired of his life feeling meaningless or unfulfilled. He wants to feel like he has a true partner. House 6 talks about establishing a foundation, your daily life, the practicality of your life. He wants to do the mundane with someone who he feels is special to him. And house 3 here could be affecting him a little bit, where it talks about early learning in the childhood relations. Remember earlier when I was talking about through that channeled message that he's having to detach himself from the narrative that you must be loyal to people whom you've known for a long time, rather than being loyal to the people who support you unconditionally, love you unconditionally. He feels like long-term connection equals loyalty. He feels like if I've known you all my life, I can't turn my back on you. But I think what he's coming to the realization through breaking those childhood relations, that he can choose who he wants to surround himself with, and he's not obligated to loyalty to someone who is not treating him with the same kindness and the same respect. So he's having to look at things a little bit more realistically, while also severing ties with maybe the system set in place with him. So the way that he grew up, his upbringing, his conditioning, he's having to kind of detach himself from that narrative, that reality. He does feel, so we have the Leo here. I don't know what his sign is. But I keep bringing back loyalty, and loyalty is literally a word on this card. So this is big for him. This is really big for him. And I think honestly he would be loyal to a fault, because I think he would be loyal to people who have not been loyal to him. But he feels like that's a character trait. It's a, like, what am I trying to say? It's something of value. It's something of honor. He feels, instead of a character flaw, he feels like it's good to be loyal, but he is loyal to a fault. I am getting that he feels like you could help him grow spiritually, and that you could help him restore his confidence within himself. So overall, what I'm getting is that I feel like he is wanting to start something up with you. He's getting to the point where he's feeling like he can't keep fighting this anymore. And he feels like you would be someone who he'd want to spend his days with. I mean, bottom line, he feels very drawn to you. And I think that he's having to face some very hard truths right now. But I also feel like he's realizing the benefits of doing this and going through these motions. Rising, what is the next question that I can answer for you? Okay, let's see. What are James's next moves towards rising, please? What are James' next moves towards rising? The crazy lady. James' next moves towards rising. Okay. So we have confidence answers in family. So I feel like he is going to want to come to you to get, literally answers. He's going to come to you. He's going to want to ask questions. He's going to want to get to know you. He wants to kind of know, is he feeling this for real? Is this all in his head? He wants to kind of get the deal from you. He wants to know what exactly is going on, what is happening with your connection. I think that he kind of wants to put it all out there and just be honest. Isn't that a song? What is that song? You get songs all the time that I don't know what this is, Rising. Maybe he likes to listen to a lot of music because it's like all these songs just keep coming through. So the song by Kid Ink called Be Real. It says, "Let's just be honest, let's just be real." You probably know that song. I think maybe that has an effect with you. I feel like he just wants to keep it real, right? He just wants to be honest. He wants you to authentically communicate. Let's pull some more cards here. Let's see. What deck do I want to use? What are James' next moves toward rising? So you had reconciliation, but I'm hearing reunion again. Oh my God, I heard reunion. 6 of Cups. He wants to get together with you. Yeah. What is that song? It's like, why don't we see if you and I combine? Let's get together. What do you say? It's like a really old song. They just keep coming through, these damn songs. They just keep coming through. He must have like a really good shuffle playlist. Yeah, it's like, let's get together. Yeah. Why don't you and I combine or something like that? Let's get together. What do you say? I don't know, something like that. It's a really old song. But I just feel like he's really wanting to like come through and communicate. We have the Ace of Swords. I do feel like he's going to be a little sneaky with it. We do have the 7 of Swords here. So I feel like he's going to want to do things kind of on the DL, you know? He's not going to want this other person, you know, the crazy lady. He doesn't want her to like involve herself here. So I feel like he's going to kind of do things where he communicates with you, but it's not very public. But the other interpretation I'm getting from that could be an and/or situation is that he's going to likely downplay things with you until he knows what your feelings are. So he's probably going to try to beat around the bush a little bit. I don't think he's going to outright just say, this is how I feel about you. Am I crazy? Unless you give him some type of sign that that is how you feel. And then he's going to be like, all right, so let's just be honest then. What's going on here? But I feel like it's going to be hard for him. He's going to like not want to like put it all out there at once. Even though he wants honesty, he wants answers. He is starting to feel more confident. I do. And he wants to like come together with you. I just feel like he could be, you know, downplaying his feelings a little bit, at least in the beginning. So he is desiring to be on the inside of your life now. That is another action. He's going to try to weasel his way on in. He feels like you guys are very much on the outs. As you mentioned before, you guys aren't really talking right now. He wants to get on the inside. He wants to have the inside information, be an insider in your life. Hmm. Okay, so the Ten of Swords here, which is kind of like feeling disappointment and defeat, and feeling like you can't, like it's a painful ending. It's like not something hopeful or exciting. So that can seem a little daunting within itself, being your last card of the reading. But I wanted to get clarity on it. And it's basically how he's been feeling about your connection. Spirit is saying that this isn't how he wants the connection to go, it's just what he's been feeling about it. So as y'all know, with the Ten of Swords, it's like where you feel defeated, you feel like there's nothing you can do, you're powerless, where you feel like you can't, like, I don't know, you just feel like you can't pursue something. You kind of feel like it's a dead end, so to speak. But clarifying it with the Hangman, it is making me feel like he's having a different perspective. As you can see, the Hangman, he's hanging upside down. So he's looking at things differently now. And I don't feel like he's not as defeated or disappointed about the way that your connection is going right now. I think because he does have the desire or hope for a new beginning with you. Am I getting anything else from this? I think also he's just becoming more wise too to what is actually happening around him. But I think that he feels like he's going to have to put himself out there. The Hangman talks about self-sacrifice. So I do feel like he might feel like he has to be the one to get the ball rolling here with the two of you, or between the two of you. Which you might say, well, that's fair, because that's how I feel. Part of me wants to knock on his door, but that's going to feel crazy. Yeah. I would, you know what it's making me feel like? It's making me feel like, you know, in those scenes of the movies where like the girl goes and knocks on the guy's door, or like she's about to knock on the door. She has her hand up in the air and she's like, oh, never mind. And then she walks away, and then he opens his door because he wants to go talk to her, but then she's not standing there anymore. She literally just left, and they keep missing each other, and they both want it, but like they're both also like not, you know what I'm saying? I hope this is making sense. It's like knocking on each other's door when neither of you are home, and then you give up, you know? So that's kind of like where you guys are at right now, is you guys haven't knocked on each other's doors yet, but you really want to. Yeah, absolutely, Rising. Whatever you feel is appropriate for a time frame. Let me go ahead and pull some cards for you. You can just donate anything you want. Okay. Time frame for him to approach you, right? What the heck kind of shuffle was that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so the swords are the fastest cards that we have. So honestly, when you see the swords, it really can be as soon as 9 minutes from now or 9 days from now. But I also want to be as practical as I possibly can. And considering the other cards in this spread, I also want to make sure that it's all making sense. And I think 9 weeks makes more sense, to be honest. And I know that's a very long time from now. However, the Hierophant talks about April. So when you think 2 months from now, that's April. So we have multiple cards here talking about April timeframe, April to May. Now, this is a big change that's going to happen. It starts with the Death card, which means you guys are going to go into a completely different phase of your relationship. It's going to be completely different than it is right now. And I think that may be why it's taking a little bit longer, but I don't want you to lose faith that it couldn't be sooner than that, because remember, the swords can literally be tonight or within the next week. You know what I mean? But Spirit is showing me April timeframe. I have multiple cards showing me April timeframe. This one specifically is April 21st to May 20th. Let's see, am I getting anything else? Am I picking up any other information? No, I think that's all I'm getting as far as time frames go, but just expect when you guys come out the other side that it will be completely different. And for all I know, you could hear from him in the next week, and that's like what he's been feeling is kind of being on the edge and coming towards you and talking to you. And I do feel like it's in a way something he's been thinking about for a long time, but at the same time, it also feels like something that he's going to have to do spontaneously. He's going to have to try not to think through it so hard. So for all we know, this could be within the next week, but maybe the big changes for your connection won't come until April. That's also another interpretation. So that's what I've got. That's what I'm thinking. That's my best prediction. You're welcome, Rising. Thank you for the donations. You're welcome, Rising. Absolutely. All right, guys. So the list is open. If anybody else wants to make a donation, I'm going to be here for a little while longer. So let's do a last call for anybody that wants to donate, anybody that comes in here, even. Hey, I speak. How are you? You said you're doing good. I'm doing good too. Probably gonna sign off here maybe the next like 15 minutes or so. I'm really excited to eat dinner. Really excited to eat dinner. Rising donated again. Oh my gosh. Rising, you're such a sweetie pie. I'm ready for you whenever you are. Today was a day I speak, though I will say earlier today, a lot of people were in here for it. You can read my community board post if you feel like it, but it just basically explains what I've been dealing with today, which was a little bit annoying, but we don't let that get us down around here. We pick ourselves back up. So it hasn't been necessarily the best day as far as like not being inconvenienced goes. Yeah, you did. It's just one of those days. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. All right. Rising wants to know, but thank you, I speak. Thanks for checking in on me. All right. How does James' ex-girlfriend feel about me now that she knows I'm the girl he likes and in next door? Ooh, scandalous. Let's see. I want to use the crow deck. Let's do that. What do you mean she made her presence known? What did she do? So I wasn't like fully shuffled earlier, so I wasn't like ready to take that message, but the Empress did come out, and it just makes me feel that she feels you are superior to her. Maybe even like physically superior. I definitely feel like she is concerned and maybe even also a little bit confused about his interest in you. But I think that she is starting to feel a bit threatened. Damn, you have a lot of major arcana cards already coming out. This is on her mind heavily. We have the Seven of Cups, so it is something she's thinking about, maybe even overthinking as well. It's something that clearly stresses her out. And I think that she thinks that you could be responsible for the undoing of their connection. It was funny because a while ago, even though the chariot at the bottom of the deck, a while ago, she was feeling like, oh, this is like me, this is like my person, this is, she was feeling like not threatened whatsoever, almost jokingly, like almost like she would laugh you off and think that it's hilarious. You think you can even come in between them. And now I do feel like she is starting to feel a bit threatened. I was waiting downstairs for my daughter, saw her leave. She went to her car, then she saw me, went back up to the block to open his door with the keys in a passive way. She wanted you to know, like almost like, I want you to know that I have his keys and like I live here. Yeah, it's definitely like marking her territory is what I'm feeling. And that's kind of what I was getting from this, so I'm glad it's making sense. She still has feelings for him. She still sees their relationship being long term. She doesn't plan on going anywhere right now, I don't think. I'm not sensing that. Um, the Ten of Pentacles to me is either someone you've known for a long time, but it can also mean someone you plan on being with long term or continuing and maintaining that connection long term. And considering it's paired with the Ace of Cups, I feel like she feels she has like seniority. I know it's a weird word to use, but she feels like has seniority. Like she has claim. She has laid claim to James because of their history together. And she feels like you should be the one to back off. I think she is sensing that he is not necessarily happy with her. Not maybe in the way that things used to be. She's probably noticing changes within him as well. So I asked for clarity for temperance, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. She's hoping this blows over. She's just trying to give it some time and hopes that this will eventually just fix itself. So that's why the King of Wands is here. We also have the Strength cards. This is very Leo Aries energy. Who is this? Who is this card for? Okay. So yeah, she feels she reigns supreme. Even though she feels you are superior to her, she feels like this is her person. This is her domain. Do not come in between it. I wanted to know who felt this way. Or if she felt this way about herself or about you, but she feels this way about herself. She feels like she can still persuade him. She can still manage him with the Strength card and the King of Wands here. She feels like she could still have her influence on him. The reason why I know she's talking about herself is because we have the Six of Cups, and this is talking about a past relationship or past connection. Considering the two of you have never been together in that way in this life, I'm associating that that's how she feels about him. So that's what I've got for question number 1. Can I answer something else for you? She's so narcissistic. Is she worried about James changing his attitude towards her? Okay. Hey, Rising. I'm curious. Out of curiosity, remember I refunded you on PayPal earlier today? Do you know if that's been processed on your end? Like, have you seen the refund on your end? What they told me was because I didn't have enough balance, like basically I was going to just refund you from the balance that I had. And they said because I was already like negative, that it was going to come from my actual personal bank account instead, which I'm like, okay, that's great. So I am curious because if it has, then I know to expect that to come out of my bank. No big deal. No rush either. You don't have to check right now. I just wanted to see. Rising, when you're back, let me know. I don't want to start your reading without you. Just cancel the refund. Okay, let me see if I can do that. I don't think I can. Unless... Let me try it on my laptop really quickly, my Mac. Yeah, it's okay. It doesn't let me cancel it. I just wanted to know if it was still pending on your side, but I'll just keep an eye on it. I do appreciate that though. I appreciate you willing to help me out with that. Okay. So let's see here. She is feeling worried. I do feel like there's this part of her though that really has faith, but I think she's getting more worried. Like as the days go on, she's getting more and more worried. She still feels like what they have is stronger than anything that can come in from outside, like externally. But I do feel like she's getting increasingly more worried and concerned. I feel that way because the High Priestess is the first card here. This always talks about our intuition or our inner knowing. And I do feel like there's something going on within her that's kind of warning to her, sending her alarms, telling her like, hey, you're not crazy. Like there is some type of vibe happening between the two of them. And not only that, I think that plus her own fear-based mentality, because she knows they don't have the healthiest relationship, could cause him to stray. And I think that is something that worries her. I almost feel like more than anything, it's like her spidey senses are picking up, her intuition is but at the same time, we do have the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Four of Wands, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and those kind of cards are making me feel like she still feels like there's work to be done here in this relationship. There's still something left to be desired. Like she feels like there's still like they're not fully done yet. They haven't fully gotten each other out of their system. Again, this is her perspective, not his. But she feels like there's still things to be done here, life to be lived. I feel like there's an expression that I'm trying to place right now. But basically, they're not done yet. That's how she feels about it. I feel like she still wants to work on this. She still wants to try. She's not ready to give up herself or even her key. You know what I mean? She's not ready to let it go. I feel like she is curious about you, though. And I know that's not the question you asked, but it is a message that's coming in with the Knight of Swords that she wants to know more about you. Hey, beautiful love. Okay, thank you very much. You'll be next, okay? She wants to know more about you. She's curious about you. She wants all the details. For all we know, and I would assume she's been looking you up. She's probably already found your YouTube page if that's advertised on social media. She is trying to gain knowledge and get more information on you. I think maybe to make herself feel better. Maybe she feels the more she knows, the less worried she'll be. I don't think it's necessarily being productive. I don't feel like the results that she was desiring from this is actually occurring. The more she learns about you, I think the more scared she gets. But so yeah, her concern is increasing. But I don't think she's at the point just yet where she really feels like she couldn't win, and I'm saying win with air quotes, to you. However, she does feel if something happens to the two of them and their connection, it will be your fault. You will be the reason that it happens. That's how she feels about it. At the bottom of the deck here, I didn't use it, but I was going to use this if I needed clarity. And we have the Queen of Pentacles, which talks about kind of the girl at home, which she would consider herself. She does feel she's a part of a third party. She is starting to feel that way. Beautiful love. If you're ready, I'm ready for you. Yeah, that's how she's feeling. You're so welcome, Rising. You said it really helped. Good. I'm glad. And I also just want you to know how much I appreciate you. I know I tell you this, you and Becca and everybody else all the time, how much I appreciate your support on my channel. But in times like these, when I know how bad it could be, it just makes me even more grateful. So I just want you to know that. And I know that you were willing to just give me $15 today. So even though that ended up not happening, I want you to know how much it means to me. So thank you. I really appreciate you in this situation. So beautiful love. I'm not sure if you heard me. I am ready for your question if you're ready. And Rising, if you're not hanging around, I hope you have a really good night. Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you. I feel appreciated. Thank you. Beautiful love. Are you in here? We're waiting on you for your question. Oh, Vetus, you're a sweetheart. Thank you. See, this is what I mean. Like, I know I had like a shitty afternoon. Well, actually, I'm not going to say it was shitty. It was a good afternoon. But it wasn't like the most convenient circumstances, and things were happening to me that were like not the best. But I knew that it would work out for me. I knew that things would come through for me. And I just appreciate you guys here tonight. I mean, it's already made up for the horrible afternoon I had. Thank you, Vetus. If Beautiful Love doesn't come in to claim her donation anytime soon, we're gonna have to skip her. I'll go ahead and move on to you if you'd like me to do that. All right, y'all. So it doesn't look like Beautiful Love came back. Beautiful Love, if you end up watching this like back, if you don't come in before I have to sign off, then I will just do your reading on my next live stream. But I am going to go ahead and close the list. Hopefully Beautiful Love does come back before I go. We're going to unpin that. Absolutely. I actually have a perfect deck for that. My Energy Oracle deck. Energy check-in on Calvin. Energy check-in on Calvin. Okay, so the top row, I distributed this reading into 2 different sections. The first section is what's going on with him energetically, and then what's going on from his perspective towards you energetically. And one thing that's really coming through strongly for me is the fact that he feels like kind of stuck on you. Oops, I didn't need to post that. He feels kind of stuck on you. He feels like he can't necessarily let you go. He feels like you're very much in his energy a lot of the time. So, this could be, if you're thinking about him, he can sense it. But I do feel like there's something about you that is showing me you've pulled away from him a little bit. And he still has this attachment towards you. The community card here, it does remind me a lot of 3 of Cups, which talks about like a third party situation. And so it's almost like the ghost of you is haunting his relationship, is haunting his current connection. And I think he's having to really be honest with himself about what it is that he is feeling. What is he thinking? Is this just some unrequited romance? Is he really feeling something? Is this real? Something along those lines. I think he wants to know what is going on. He's trying to remain calm, cool, and collected. The thing is that the center of this reading, we have a man holding a heart, and then we have the heart chakra. So I'm feeling like he's wanting to tap further into maybe more fulfilling connections. Meaning that he could feel unsatisfied or unfulfilled in his life right now. Now, I want to be clear, attachment styles is not necessarily the healthiest thing. This is how he's feeling towards your connection right now. And he is feeling attached to you. He is feeling like he finds himself like thinking about you and wondering about you, and he does not want to feel that way. However, with the man holding a heart, it is showing me that he's having more feelings for you than he would like to have, and they are romantic in nature. I feel like he's stuck in a predicament that he doesn't see a feasible way out of. Something is telling me he's working a lot right now. Like, he's working very hard. He's trying very, very hard to make more money. If his job offers overtime, he's trying to do that. If he can get a raise, he's trying to encourage that to come sooner. He might be asking for an advance. He might be taking a second job. Like, there's something here that's telling me he's like working really hard right now. And it doesn't, I was sensing that in this row, but it's kind of coming out down here. So this could be affecting your connection, as well as that he's very hyper focused on the here and now and just keeping himself afloat. He's not so much paying attention to, these other things that aren't affecting his day-to-day life. So he is trying to remain focused, although you are a distraction for him that he a lot of times kind of has to snap himself out of. He is celebrating the wins in his life. So this is his energetic row. This is how he's doing in his life right now. He's celebrating the wins. Even if they're small wins, he's excited and appreciating that he's overcome these challenges. He goes, okay, tick. Like, he checks that off, and then he's happy for a little while because he feels like something to be celebrated happened. Oh, so he does a couple of different things. So he's running himself a little bit ragged. Let's see. I feel like he's the type of person who kind of fires off. He likes to just do things. He likes to get things going, get the ball rolling. That's weird. I just saw an orb in my office. Okay. I feel like I'm being spiritually protected right now. So I feel like he likes to get up and get going. He likes to, I haven't seen, by the way, guys, I haven't seen orbs in a very long time. I used to see them all the time in my apartment, and I haven't seen them that much in this house. But I am, and that makes me very happy. Patience. What does he need patience with? What does he need patience with? Because, like, here's the thing. Calvin's the type of person that when he gets inspired, he just wants to take the ball and run with it. He does not want to sit here and dilly-dally. He goes, oh, inspired idea. Let's make it happen. He's the type of person that has the discipline and effort in order to do that. He doesn't like to wait around, but I think he's having to wait around to see his successes. I think that he might even have like investments, and he's not seeing the payoff just yet. And I think that he's having a hard time with that because he's like, you know, I am in financial hardship situation. I don't think he's necessarily poor, but I think he could be doing better. And he's thinking to himself, I've got this investment going, and then I've got that startup happening, and then I've got, you know, this new idea for the business going. And he keeps thinking of different ways to make money, but nothing's actually generating for him right now. So I think that he's kind of dealing with that. That's a little bit tough for him. Beautiful love. I have your question. I saved both of those messages. I'll read them in just a second. Okay. So the fourth chakra is here, which kind of aligns with what I was saying earlier, is that he may feel unfulfilled in his personal life. Now, keep in mind, let's just say he's in a relationship, okay? And he's working a lot and he's busy. His romantic relationship might be on the back burner because he's having to choose these other obligations over quality time and spending one-on-one time with his partner, right? That means that he's feeling unfulfilled, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's feeling unfulfilled with his person. However, I do feel like you're playing a role in the distraction, and I feel like his partner could be making him feel happy and emotionally fulfilled, whatever else. But I do feel like you're still always there in the back of his mind, and I guess that's the message I want to run home or bring home or whatever that expression is with you, is that you are still there. You are still in the back of his mind. He could be dealing with karmic relationships. We do have the Wheel of Fortune, but these two cards together is really good. Like really, really nice. So, Spirit, can you clarify? I need another message here. Clarify. What I think it is I think he's just... Naisha, thank you so much. Oh, Naisha, I'm so glad that you're here. Really quickly, there is another person that gets readings from me, and she's a YouTuber, and she doesn't have her own channel, but she's like on YouTube, and she's trying to start a nonprofit similarly to you. And she was like asking questions for spiritual guidance, but I remembered you said that you're taking classes on ways to get funding and learn more information. And I'm not sure if where you're going is the place she could go, if it's like an online class or something. But I told her that I would talk to you to see if maybe you had any information on the courses or could give some type of direction. If you feel like you can do that, will you email me, lunaaffinity@yahoo.com, so I can give you her email, and you guys can talk. She said that I could give you her email. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Naisha, and thanks for stopping in. It was nice seeing you. Beautiful love. Got your second question. Can you timestamp my reading? I won't be on. Yes, ma'am. I will timestamp it for you. Absolutely. Thank you, Naija. Once I get your email, I'll send you her email so you can reach out to her. Okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So Venus, I was getting here with the 5 of Pentacles, this feeling of lack, of not having enough funds, not having enough money, not having enough wealth that he is feeling. But specifically, he feels on the outs with his woman or his partner, or he feels basically not very romantically connected right now. He feels like he's focused on too many other things, and he's not able to give to his love life what he would like to give to it. So that's something that he's feeling pretty strongly. He is not focusing on mental health right now either. Like, the Hermit to me talks about wanting to get more wisdom, wanting to nourish your mind, and wanting to, thanks again, Naija, wanting to really dig deep. It can talk about inner knowing or strengthening your clair abilities, like your psychic abilities, your intuition, diving deep, seeking the truth, learning new things that can be beneficial to your mental health and your body and your spiritual health, and having reckonings or epiphanies or revelations, and he's kind of closed off to that right now. He knows that it's something he needs to pay attention to. He needs to, at the very least, take care of his mental health, and it is something that he is mindful of, but he has not been actively doing this. I feel like he's very scattered right now just due to his responsibilities, that it's kind of running him ragged a little bit in his energy. And as I was saying, we have him feeling closed off to his love life, and we have the door to romance wide open for him to receive, and he's walking away from it. So he's definitely feeling on the outs when it comes to love. He's not feeling like he might not even be like having sex. He might not be cuddling. He might not be being affectionate physically, being vulnerable intimately. Like, I feel like almost like that whole thing's just taken like a back seat. So that is kind of his energy right now. But I'm happy to answer a second question for you if you have one. What action, if any, will Kyle take in the next 5 months? I had a dream about July 4th, which is the reason for the time frame. Oh. What action, if any, will Kyle take in the next 5 months, please? Okay. So the first thing I'm seeing with the Six of Swords is that he is not ready to move on from this connection with you. He's definitely kind of holding on, holding tight. I know that by me saying that, you're like, what is he holding on to? There's nothing really happening. But I think it's more like just the hope in general for your connection. He's holding on to this because the Six of Swords in reverse is kind of showing me he's not moving on. He's not moving forward. He is kind of just clinging to whatever you guys have. He's holding on to that. The Temperance is showing patience. And with the Two of Swords next to it is showing me kind of like a little bit still in action, meaning kind of like more in observation mode, kind of hoping that things just fall into place, and he's not really prepared to take action on it. I think with the Three of Pentacles here, he is wanting to maintain at least an acquaintance level connection with you. Meaning, so I don't think if you, like, let's just say if you message him on Facebook, I don't think he's going to necessarily try to end the conversation. I don't think he's going to go through social media and unfollow you or unfriend you. I don't think he's going to outright say, leave me alone, because these are things that would sever the connection, and he doesn't want to do that. So he may still kind of be in the background, kind of lurking, kind of checking in on you, kind of seeing what you're posting about, and maybe even hoping that you'll send him another message. I think he likes receiving these messages from you. We have the Page of Cups, which is the messenger here. But at the same time, I'm having trouble seeing him actually making moves. I specifically asked, will he make a move towards you? And I am getting the Fool in reverse. These are the questions I asked here at the end. We have the Fool in reverse, which is just generally a no for me. If something comes out in the reverse, it feels like a no. I don't typically read reversals unless like it's clearly obvious it was supposed to be a reversal. But basically, he's not ready to take a chance just yet. The Fool upright talks about ready to start something new, take a chance, take a leap of faith, and I just don't think he is mentally there right now. Let's see. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Two of Wands. Again, still thinking. Two of Wands is still in action. If we had the Three of Wands show up, I'd feel like he is actually making moves, but I'm not getting that he's making moves. He's very much focused on his work still, and over the next 5 months, that's his main priority, is making his money so that he can feel financially secure. And we also have the work card here. This is working very hard. Chariot, determination, hard work, devotion, self-discipline. So with the Chariot coming through, it does show me that he's wanting to maintain some semblance of self-control, some self-governance. He wants to feel in control. So I don't think he's necessarily going to do anything to go out of his way to put himself at risk or some perceived risk that he could feel by approaching you, or putting himself out there or getting himself out of the comfort zone. So that's kind of what I'm picking up. February, March, April, May, June, 5 months. I definitely think let's check back in on this maybe May, end of May, early June, something like that, and see if anything changed, because I strongly believe that dreams hold meaning. But at the same time, July 4th may not be a specific date either. It could just mean a specific feeling. It could mean July 4th. By July 4th, he will be broken up with this person, because July 4th means independence. It means being on your own, solitude. So if he's in a relationship right now, it could mean that he's distancing himself from that. What does 4th of July mean to you? Celebration. Maybe he messages you back possibly around the 4th of July. Or maybe he just messages you back, and that's something to be celebrated. And maybe it doesn't happen around the 4th of July. There's a lot of different meanings of these dreams. So you have to figure out what 4th of July means to you. Does it mean fireworks? Does it mean, pride? Does it mean independence? You know what I mean? So that's a great way to interpret your dreams. Figure out what these things could mean, because yes, it very well could be July 4th that he contacts you, but the July 4th could just signify a specific feeling or symbolism for you and what that dream meant. So just keep that in mind. I think that was your second question, right? I'm trying to keep track of this. Oh my goodness. Please let me know. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Beautiful Love. And we're going to timestamp. Beautiful Love is 2 hours, 30 minutes. Or 30 seconds, I mean. Vetus, please let me know if you have any other questions about your reading, okay? So Beautiful Love says, can you ask Spirit if CNA will be a good fit for me at the county jail? I finished the program 2 years ago, but end up not doing CNA anymore. But my friend just recently told me I should come work with her at the county jail. So I'm thinking if I should continue with CNA. Okay, so let's see, Spirit. Can you please let us know Would CNA be a good fit for beautiful love? You're very welcome, Vetus. Would CNA be a good fit for beautiful love, please? Would CNA be a good fit for beautiful love? Please show me a yes or a no. Some insight on this, please. Ooh. Okay, so the Six of Swords talks about the end of a difficult situation, moving forward to calmer waters. The Six of Swords is kind of like moving on. I'm always on the fence about if the Six of Swords is a yes for me or a no, because it has such positive connotations, but it can also be interpreted as like feeling like you're letting something go. So there is a sense of loss there associated with this card. So it's like hard for me. I just have to perceive it with like the other cards that I pull and use my own discernment and intuition. But for me, it just feel like a yes, just because it would be leading you towards the Nine of Pentacles. They're facing the Nine of Pentacles. It's the next card. And the Nine of Pentacles means that you are being rewarded for your hard work. You are going to see your money flourish. The Nine of Pentacles is a great card, especially if you want to know, are you going to make good money? Are you going to do well there? Are you going to feel self-sufficient and independent? That's a great card to have, because you're not going to have to lean on anyone else or depend on anyone else with this job. I will say, seeing the Nine of Wands in the center of the reading, it could make me feel like you might be going through a hesitation, and not just because you aren't sure about this job because it's unknown to you, but because maybe you're not sure if this type of work is what you even want to be doing. And I feel like the Hermit is saying that you kind of want to sit with yourself on that. What's more important to you, making good money and having a stable income, or trying to find something that you really think you'll enjoy doing? I don't think you have the liberty of finding something that's both, especially if you need a job right now. I think it's just a matter of, it comes down to the money. It comes down to you needing to figure out, is money more important and a stable income more important, or is doing something that I really love going to be more important? Not to say that this isn't going to be enjoyable for you, but I almost feel like it's not something you necessarily saw yourself doing, and you're just trying to apply your experience with opening up maybe, or expanding your job search. And there's nothing wrong with that either, but Spirit just wants you to know that I think it's going to do wonders for you. I think that you're going to get a lot out of this, and I feel like it will be an easy way in, especially if the friend works there. It's going to give you some changes in your life that maybe you were looking for. However, I just want you to keep that in the back of your mind. If you have a passion project, or you feel like there's a job out there that you would enjoy doing more, that this may not be that job. So I definitely see you overcoming challenges. This could talk about, maybe this is kind of the answer you've been waiting for, something you've been like looking for happening for you. The Seven of Wands can also talk about, well, let's think about, in a career perspective, what overcoming an obstacle would be. Well, if you're going to work, you're making money. Maybe you can start paying off some of those bills that have kind of backed up. Or maybe you wanting to get yourself, if you have debt, you maybe want to get yourself out of debt quicker. Those are some obstacles that you're overcoming. These are things that you're going to be able to do with this job. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. She feels very stable and secure within her finances. She's a mom boss. She's a working mom. The Queen of Pentacles is like the manager of the house, but somehow does it all with the full-time job or the part-time job. And the Hierophant is showing me here that I feel like you're going to get along with the people there, and maybe this position will give you some semblance of peace. So at the very least, I feel like it's a good job to get from the messages that I'm receiving. It's a good job to take if you can and have that opportunity. Is it something you're going to want to do forever? I don't know. I don't necessarily think so, but I definitely feel it's going to be a means to an end, and maybe just the blessing in disguise that you've been looking for all this time. Second question. Any insight on hubby's social security card? It hasn't come in yet, and the people are bouncing him back and forth with it. He just needs them to put his name in the right order on the social security card. They're giving him a hard time. All right, let's see. Any insights on a hubby's social security card? Any insights on a hubby's social security card, please? The one thing I'm getting is this is being handled. This is being taken care of. Fresh start here with the Fool. This isn't something that you're going to have to worry about for a very long time. I feel like it's worked on. It's resolved. You're going to get what you need from it. There could be, since there is a Queen of Pentacles here in the center of the reading, it could either indicate that this is putting a lot of stress on you. Maybe you're the one that feels like you have to like follow up and handle it and take care of it, and you kind of just want this to be resolved. But another interpretation of this could also be that there's a feminine energy that is handling this particular account for your husband to try to get this issue resolved. The Hanged Man here, I asked two questions here. I asked one question, but I pulled a couple cards. When is this going to be resolved? The first thing that's coming through is the Hanged Man is saying to wait and have patience. We also have Gemini season with the Lovers here, and that talks about May to June. I feel like it'll probably happen before then because I do feel like someone is actively working on this. But keep in mind, it could be another 5 months or so. I'm hoping not. I really am, because especially if the issue is so small, that should be very easy to fix. But I don't think it's about the fix. I don't think it's about how easy it is. It's about his place in line because there's probably like a lot of complaints and issues going on in stacks of paperwork and things like that. And it's more like they're trying to handle as much as they can in one day or something, and he might not be very high on the list. But I feel like there is someone that has been assigned this responsibility, and I do feel like it's being worked on. It's in the process, and I feel like by spring, early summer, you should have this issue resolved. If I were to guess, that's my best prediction. So that is what I've got for you, beautiful love. I hope you enjoyed your readings with me tonight. I hope I answered your questions in full. I will go ahead and timestamp your reading now so you can come back to it. Everyone else is hanging out with me. Thank you. Vetus, I'm sure you're still in here as always. Thank you again for your donations. Everyone, thank you for your questions. I appreciate it. I am going to go ahead and sign off now for the night, have some dinner, and I don't know, maybe watch a show or two with my fiance. We're currently watching The Last Kingdom. We're rewatching the seasons we've already watched so we can remind ourselves and prepare for the new season. If you guys like period pieces, I definitely recommend that show. It's very, very good. All right, y'all. Have a good rest of your evening. I will see you later.